because the force is applied away from the applier of the force. Yes or no?
Yes.
And then here, this boy is pulling or pushing? Pulling. He is applying the force towards him. Yes or no? Towards himself he is applying the force. That means the boy is pulling the object. So what is pull? A force to move something towards you. It is called pull. And a force to move something away from you, that is push. And here the boy is fishing. Yes or no? And the fish is coming towards him. That's why it is a pull. And here the boy is kicking the football. And here we have, what is force here? It is a push. And pull or push, which kind of force? Muscular force. What kind of force it is? Muscular force. So next one, object is in motion due to application of force. How some object will be in the motion? Because of the applied force. When we apply force, then object can move. Without any force, no movement we can see in the object. Yes or no? When we apply force or some external force will be there, and the force must be imbalanced. That force imbalanced. That is not a balanced force. Then the object can move. Then direction in which body is pushed or pulled is called direction of the force. So here, if I would write, top side is north, down side is south. Yes or no? Okay, here I am writing just. You see, here north, here down side south, east and west. So this boy is pushing the object. So which side he is applying the force? In which direction? West direction. Very good. And here this boy is direction. That means force we express in Newton. Newton is the unit to express force. And along with the direction we are going to express it. Complete?
Yes, sir.
Now next slide. Next are your types of force. Types of force. So contact force and non-contact force. Contact force is force experienced by bodies when they are in physical contact with each other. When the two objects will be in contact physically, they are called contact force. But what is non-contact force? Forces experienced by bodies even if they are not in physical contact with each other. They will not be in contact, but then also they experience force. That is called non-contact force. Example of contact force, muscular force and frictional force. These two forces act when the two objects will be in contact. Without contact, muscular force and frictional force cannot act. And here, magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. These forces can act without any contact, without any physical contact. You see here, this magnet is pulling the nails towards it. How is it possible? Magnetic force. And here electrostatic force, when we rub plastics on our dry hair, then the plastic can attract some pieces of papers. That is electrostatic force. And here it is positive charge and negative charge. They attract each other. Which charge? Positive charge and negative charge. And magnet, how many poles are there?
2 poles.
2 poles. North pole and south poles. So these magnetic poles can be attractive and repulsive. Yes or no? They can be attractive and repulsive. And electrostatic force, it also attractive and repulsive. Because positive charge, they cannot attract, negative charge, they cannot attract. That's why it is called like charges that repel each other and unlike charges attract. And gravitational force, here one point is that it is not repulsive. It is only attractive. Gravitational force is attractive force. You see one boy is throwing and ball or apple that is falling on the ground. How is it? Due to gravitational force. So force due to action of muscle, that is called muscular force. Then frictional force, force acting opposite to the direction of motion. If something is moving and opposite to that moving object, which force will act? That is called frictional force or friction. And next one is magnetic force, force exerted by a magnet. That is magnetic force. And then electrostatic force, force exerted by a charged body on another charged body. That is called electrostatic force. Next, gravitational force, attractive force exerting between two objects. All the whole universe, it is expanding and they have one bonding. And which force is that? That is gravitational force. Our Earth also exerts gravitational force on Moon, and Moon also exerts gravitational force on Earth. That's why we have tides. Understood? Move to the next slide. So first, multiple question here, MCQ. You see, which of these is an example of a contact force? So I want to call one name. Those students will answer. Okay, Sanvi, you say first. Contact force. A guava falling from the tree, a magnet attracting a hanging iron nail. Other student keep silent.
Sir, option D, a boat moving on water by the action of going on its sail.
Okay, very good. So you sit. Can you explain this? Why this guava is not there? Come and explain in front of. Yes, come slowly. You need this stylus.
No, sir. So, because a guava falling from the tree is an example of gravitational force.
Very good.
And gravitational force comes in the category of
Non-contact force.
non-contact force. A magnet attracting a hanging iron nail is also an example of magnetic force, which also comes under the category of non-contact force. A plastic comb attracting some small pieces of hair is electrostatic force, and it also comes under the category of non-contact force. So only option D comes under the category of contact force.
Very good. Thank you. Next, which of these is not true for force? Who can answer this question? Who can answer the question? Oh, can you answer? Can come here. Silence. No noise. Keep silence.
So the option C is wrong because there is no solid proof that the force can only act between the two solid objects. It can work on any object if there is a contact between anything and you give the pressure on the object.
Very good. What was it? So here, option C is correct. It is not true. Understood? Any doubt here?
No, sir.
So let me mark here which one is correct, which one is not. So from number 1, option D. And from number 2, option C. You can do it, otherwise when I will upload the video, they also can write.
Yes, sir.
Next, when a stone is rotated on a circular path uniformly, the effect of force will be the change in the direction and magnitude of motion, change in shape of the object, change in direction of motion only, change in magnitude only. Which one will be correct answer?
Change in direction of motion.
When a stone is rotated on a circular path uniformly. The effect of force will be change in direction and magnitude of motion or change in the shape of object. Your shape cannot change, yes or no? So anybody wants to answer the question, then come here. We have filled in the blanks now. So dash is an example of contact force. We can say frictional force or muscular force. Both are the example of contact force. Yes or no? I can write a friction, otherwise. Then when you kick a ball with your leg, you exert dash force. Very good. Good answer. Muscular force. Dash is the device used to measure the atmospheric pressure. Who can say?
Barometer.
Very good. Barometer is the correct answer. What is meter? Barometer is used to measure atmospheric pressure. Then true false. First one is the SI unit of pressure is Newton. It is true or false? False. Why it is false? Very good. Here this will be Pascal, not Newton. Then pressure is defined as the force per unit length. No. So this is also false. This will be unit area. Very good. A liquid exerts pressure in all directions. True. Well done. Now move to the next slide. Adjustment region question. This will come of 5 marks as an MCQ. So first one. Who can answer? No, once I will give one chance only. Second chance not. Can you say? Come.
When the answer is A is true but R is false. That number answer.
Right here, option C. And explain why it is.
Because fruit falls on the ground, they get a defect from the tree, which is true.
Very good.
But the force responsible for this action is not electrostatic force, it is gravitational force.
Well answered. Well answered. Thank you. Go to sit. Any more students? Who can answer this number 11? Who can answer this? Come soon. Number 11. No, one chance only. I know you know, but other students also should get chance here in the class. You have not said one answer also. Okay, come. But be careful, you are disturbing. Okay. Number 11.
Sir, number 11 will be option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Because when a football roll along with the ground gradually slows down and finally comes to rest. Because the friction is acting over the football.
Very good. Next.
This happens due to the force of friction between the ball and the ground. Because the friction is acting over the ball. That's why it slows down very gradually.
Very good. Good answer. Option A. Well answered. No clapping. Now move the next slide. Here number 12. Number 12 is determine the pressure when a force of 300 Newton acts on area of 30 meter square. Means 30 meter square is there. So who can solve this question? Who can solve? Nived, can you solve? But you have solved earlier also. Who can solve? Can you solve? I think some of you have this camera problem. When camera is there, you don't want to come here. Okay, you come, Nived. Next you. Next another one will come. Case-based question. I will give you chance. Other students keep silent. And our sitting boy, sit properly.
Determine the pressure of the force of 300 Newton attack on area 30 meters square. Means
You can calculate in this side of that side. That side you calculate here. Here you calculate.
because the formula of pressure is force per unit area.
Very good.
That means 300 Newton.
Here 300 you are not looking like that same. Just eraser you use. Write properly. 300. Very good.
300 Newton and the area is 30 meter.
30.
That means this will be 10 Pascal.
Very good. 10 Pascal is the correct answer. Good answer. But while answering this question, you have to write proper the formula, and after writing formula, you write the value of force. Then that area is how much. After that, you will apply the formula and you can do the calculation. Okay. Thank you. Go. Well answered. Now next question. It's case-based question. Okay, you see, two groups of students are playing tug of war. Group 1 and group 2. Here is the center point. The line is here, center point. And here choose the correct direction of force applied by group 1 and group 2. Okay, wait. Hota will come here. Come. Ronak Ranjan Hota. Silent.
In the number 1 question, we can see that these
Wait.
two groups are exerting the same Newton force. That's why the correct option will be answered D.
Very good. Actually, here asking the direction of the force. Okay. So they are applying force in opposite direction. Very good. Well, sir. The second number here. Group 1 is 250 Newton.
Group 1 is pulling with 250 Newton and group
Keep
2
silent.
is pulling with 300 Newton force. So, because the group 2 is pulling more force, that's why the rope will be more.
Very good. Well answered. So here that group 1 will come towards group 2 and they will cross the center point and group 2 will lose the mate. Yes or no?
Sir, but group 2 is pulling with more force.
Yes.
They are pulling with more force.
More force. So group 1 will come and cross the center line